G'day Michelle, how you going? I'm sending you this video and the marketing calendar. Excuse me. Okay, so first of all, we've got this first page. I want you to ignore that. Okay, just leave that. We might look at this later on down track if in 3 or 4 months' time, but just leave that for now. But what I want you to do is jump through to January, and I've done January, February, and March only at this point in time. So what I've got here is January, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, just obviously calendar events for your reference. And you can see here we've got start event, trivia and family. So normally I wouldn't be doing two events at the same time, but this is two different markets, and we've got to both film in a month. They're a week apart, so that's going to be okay. So what I've got here is event start, which means that this is when you start talking about it in the videos to people around you. You start putting information around the place. You have to word up your staff about sort of promoting it internally as well. So this is when this starts. Okay, we'll go through it a bit more in detail as I go through. And also before I go in any further, I probably should say this calendar, what I would do is I'd print it out, the first 3 pages, put it on the wall so it's nice and easy for you to look at, and add things if you need. Like, for example, your chef might be away here, so then you just write chef away, okay? Or you might have a meeting with Shire, okay? And then, so it's in the office or somewhere where people can see it, so they know exactly what's going on. You can put the time, 9 a.m. if you want to, okay? So make this visible to everyone. I'll just delete that now and let's get on to it. So I gave you the organic stuff. Okay, and so this is where, and I put in there, so like free post, event post, this is where an event post would start. Okay, then you'd follow your organic stuff. Now by here, the kitchen has to have both menus finalised, and we'll talk about those in our next call on Monday, I think it is. We'll talk about those, but the menus needed to be finalized so you can start advertising. Now, I would start advertising without a price here. When I say advertising, I just mean putting an event and talking about it, not paid advertising. But at least you've got the option when people do inquire, you can say, hey, this is what's on the menu. And then I've given the chefs an extra week and a bit to get the menus costed. So once this is done here, Trace, she's got another 8 or 9 days to get it costed for you. Okay, now I'll work with her over the next few weeks to get all that done. Now I'm going to scroll down here. So basically you're going to do event posts talking about the trivia and family all along here. As per the organic stuff that I sent you yesterday, you'll have both menus will be costed, so you'll know how much money you're going to make if you fill it. Or when you fill it. Now, here's the family fun night that we decided on. Okay, you run the event, you do it at the end of the night, you get all your staff to go together before they go home, or a good chunk of them, and go, righto guys, give me your feedback. What should we have done next time? What did we do great? Where do we need to improve on? And so forth. You collect all that information, and then you do your own review based off what you saw and what they said. And from that, sometime in the next day or two, while it's all fresh in their mind, you go and speak to the staff just really quickly. It might only take 5 or 10 minutes, and go, guys, we've done the trivia or the family fun night. These are the findings. This is the feedback and things like that. Okay, this is what we need to improve on for next time. I found that Mary, you did this really well, but we had you over in this section, so the next time you're going to swap over with Jane, if that makes sense. Kind of like when you found that girl who was really good at photographs and things like that, so she did that. All right. Now here, Now, it's a bit of a hustle here because they're going to have to prep your normal menu and the family fun night and finalise a Valentine's Day menu, because this is when you need to start advertising for, start talking about Valentine's Day menu. Again, we're going for free advertising, so we're just going to be talking about it. We're going to be selling it in the building. We can do a poster if you want. It'll be all over Facebook and so forth. Okay, but that gets finalised, and then we've got your trivia night. That should be easy to finalise. I mean, you could be easy to have it done by here, reality. Anyway, let's move on, but we'll talk about that as well in our calls. We might even have it finalised on Monday for you. Trivia night, the same thing again. You run the night, you have a 15-minute briefing with the staff, review. You do your own personal review, and then you debrief your staff sometime shortly after. If it's a day or two after, it's not really going to matter. Then we jump on to February. Valentine's Day menu needs to be costed by this day, because you need to start putting a price on it, how much per head. Okay, people will ask. Now, no one will really start asking about Valentine's Day and probably until around about here, well, probably really here, right? The last couple of days leading up, but you need to be ready for it. You need to be talking about it. You need to be promoting it. You need to be getting in their mind. So when it gets to here, they've seen 15 or 20 posts about what you're doing for Valentine's Day. Okay, I'd be calling bookings, all your bookings that you've got in the last 3 months, going, hey, Valentine's Day menu coming up soon. Check out our Facebook, or would you like to book, something like that. Anyway, you can see that the functions are starting to overlap here. So we've got the Valentine's Day menu talking about here, and this is where you start talking about the family fun night for the next month on the 26th. So there's going to be a variety of things happening, and this is really important for you to be able to steer the ship and direct everyone, not be running around and doing everything. So that's where me and Tracy will be very valuable working together, very valuable for you working together to make all the bits fall into place. All right, then we've got Valentine's Day on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Now, what I would do if I was you, we know that it's on the 14th. In my experience, not many people go out for Sunday night. They do, but not many. So my experience would be I would be advertising this night first. Once it's full, or you get to 90% full, then open it up on a Friday or a Sunday, whatever you think is going to be better. Or you can just take bookings all three, but you've got both options there, so choose what you like there. Again, once you've done your Valentine's Day, I didn't write this here, I will do it now. Val Day review. By now, you will be having this down pat. The debrief. Debrief. There we go. All right. So you go again, think about it yourself, what you want to do, and then really let your staff know. The 26th, we've got our family fun night. Again, it's exactly the same. You know, your costing should be the same unless you change the menu. So it doesn't only needs to be done once, and this is what it's all about, doing it once and using it many, many times. So same menu, or at least 90% the same anyway. You might run a different thing, you might run a different games and things like that. So the deliverables is a little bit different, but really the format's the same. Review and debrief, or your 15-minute review. Refer back to the last one, your review and your debrief to your staff, again, the next day or so. And then in March, again, we start talking about the family fun night here, okay, and then we run the event here and here. So here, and then we do reviews and debrief. Now, over the coming months, these will start filling up, but I didn't want to overwhelm you in the beginning. I just wanted you to get in the routine of talking about planning the function, costing the function, talking about the function on social media and pushing it around as many places as you can, and get in that routine, because once we do that for 90 days, it's going to be a lot easier. It'll be part of your day after we've done these 3 days, and I reckon you'll start enjoying everything by then. I think by the 90 days, it won't be such a chore like, shit, we've got to do the food costs and things like that. Everyone will be in the zone. Everyone will be focused. And if they're not, then it's your job to put them in the zone and get them focused. But we can talk about that as we go. But anyway, this is exciting. I think there's quite a few $1,000s extra that you wouldn't have had with these events. And I'll speak to you soon.